Welcome into this week's edition of the Recruiting Roundup. My name is Jared Cohen. This is Jason Jewell, our high school football recruiting insider. And we're going to do things a little bit different this week. We're going to give out some recruiting awards. We're calling them the Recruiting Risers, spotlighting some seniors that really improved their recruitment as a result of a great last season in a high school uniform. But before we do that, Jason, we had a commitment this week.
Arizona State landed a huge commitment out of a junior college player. Demarius Randall out of Mesa Community College was on no one's radar a month ago because the kid was playing baseball at Butler Community College. Showed up here at Mesa and has had a great season. Has 7 interceptions. He's one of the leaders in the NJCAA. And his offer, he had 11 offers this month. Absolutely ridiculous. He's a 6 foot, 185-pound kid that has a great punt returner, has very good speed. Good pickup for Todd Graham.
Well, Todd Graham is also reaping the benefits of 2 JUCO transfers already this season in Chris Young and Stephon Martin. Hopefully Randall could do the same for the Sun Devils. Offers were made to 2 players this week as well. The first one, Hayden Johnson at Centennial, is going to be huge for his team as they look to make a run for the state championship.
Huge is right. Johnson, 6'5", 265 pounds, and is one of the leaders of one of the best offensive lines in the state of Arizona. He was offered by Western Illinois. Add that to offers from Air Force, from South Dakota State, and from the University of Idaho. I expect more for this kid soon.
Another player that looks to make a big run in Division II, Jake Rowe. We've mentioned his name so many times, but it's no coincidence we're going to mention him a little bit later on. He picked up 2 more offers this week.
He's blowing up. Tuesday night, he was offered by San Diego State as an outside linebacker. Last week, he was offered by Boise State as an H-back. He's playing both sides of the ball, starting both ways for the Firebirds. He's an integral part of their team in trying to make a run at their 4th straight state championship.
Now, Jason, this is the time of year where players, because the season is winding down, we're going to see a lot more official visits being taken. Some of the top players in Arizona took some visits last week and are going to be taking some more moving forward.
Top recruit in the state, Priest Willis, visited Nebraska. He has one scheduled this weekend to LSU. Also is planning on visiting Virginia. Cole Luke, the corner out of Hamilton, he visited Oklahoma. Had previously visited Notre Dame, and then Chance Cox out of Blue Ridge, he visited ASU, been a long-time commitment to them, and the visit only solidified his commitment to ASU.
All 3 of those guys, if you want a chance to see them play, they're still in action in the tournament moving forward for the rest of high school football season. Now to our awards, the Recruiting Risers, guys that improved their recruitment as a result of fantastic senior seasons. We mentioned this as a semi-segment within our show, the Kenai Benoit Update Desk. He had a monster season. He is the first guy that we're spotlighting.
He had a few offers before the season. They were FCS offers. He had offers from South Dakota State and from University of North Dakota. But after he rushed for 1,900 yards and scored 33 touchdowns, he completely is blown up. Colorado State's offered, Wyoming. He has a handful of other offers, and he's a kid that I expect to do very, very well in this state championship run.
Thunderbird already has seen Kenai Benoit put his team on his back in his sophomore year all the way to a state championship. They're hoping Thunderbird as a 10 seed, Kenai Benoit can help him do that again. The second player, a player we already mentioned, Jake Rose Chaparral, great senior season. He is one of our recruiting risers.
The reason that I picked to have him on the list, even though he had a great junior season, had 19 touchdowns, was an all-state performer, that was as a wide receiver. This year he played both ways, playing outside backer, a spot that he didn't play a whole lot as a junior. So his season's the reason that he is completely blown up. He has 56 tackles, he's had 3 sacks, 3 interceptions, and now he's reaping the benefits of his great senior season.
Chaparral started the season 1-3. They won 6 straight to finish the season. I don't think it's any coincidence. The improved defense that Chaparral had was a large part of that, and the play of Jake Rowe getting more comfortable in that position was huge. The next player, unfortunately a player that is not going to be playing in the tournament, but had a fantastic year, Trayshawn Favors out of Mountain Ridge.
The running back, he played very, very little as a junior. He was hurt, had a shoulder injury, and he only rushed for 400 yards. He more than doubled his productivity this season, rushed for almost 1,100 yards, scored 12 touchdowns, and he has 6 FCS offers right now. He's tripping to the University of Montana in December. They have not offered him yet, but he has offers from Eastern Washington, from NAU, from North Dakota State, Western Illinois. He's a kid that potentially, before it's all said and done, he could get some smaller, lower tier Division I type offers though.
Mountain Ridge had a brutal season this year, but it didn't stop Favors from having a fantastic season. The next player, Brophy has loads of Division I talent on their team. One player, though, really separated himself this season on the defensive side of the ball, and that's linebacker Robert Ralph.
Ralph only had one offer before the season started, and that was from the University of North Dakota, and it actually shocked me because he was very, very good as a junior. But what's really changed about him is his body. He's grown, he's matured, 6'2" and 220 pounds now, and after having 72 tackles, made a couple sacks, a couple picks, he's starting to really heat up. Army's offered him, Wyoming, New Mexico State, NAU, and I expect a few more offers for this kid.
Well, Ralph lining up alongside Andrew Curtis, one of the best linebacker tandems in the state, looking to make a deep run in the state championship. The last player we're going to mention is a guy that was on nobody's radar before the season started and really burst onto the scene. That's Elroy Masters, wide receiver out of Sunrise Mountain.
Huge kid, 6'2", 200 pounds. Like you said, no one was talking about this kid. But this year he had 44 catches, 1,100 yards, and scored 14 touchdowns. And once the schools were able to go out and see this kid, now he has 5 offers. Talking about San Jose State, Wyoming, NAU, Air Force, and Montana. He's a kid, if he has a good run here in the playoffs, could get a few more offers as well.
Some great matchups coming up in the state championship run. We'll be covering them along the way. But until then, this is Jason Jewell. My name is Jared Cohen. You've been watching the Recruiting Roundup on ProsToPreps.com.